Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and welcome to this card making tutorial featuring the Hearts of Elegance and With You in Mind stamp sets from Stampin' Up. And this is the gorgeous card we're going to be making today. It's just a lovely little floral card to say best wishes to someone special. And as you can see, we've used both these stamp sets. We've used best wishes from here, and then we've used the leaf and the floral image from this set. So let's get on and make another one. This one I've used the, what's it called, the Beautiful Bokeh paper, and the main colour here is Berry Burst. This time we're going to use a slightly different colourway. Our card base is going to be what do you call this card base? Balmy blue. That's the colour I'm looking for. Balmy blue. So I've got a piece here of basic white cardstock, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10, and this is just going to be for our insert. So let's put that in there and get that out the way before we lose it. Okay. And then I've got another piece of white, same size for the outside, but I need to cut this beautiful bokeh down a little bit. So this piece is actually going to measure 9.5 centimeters by 13.85. Just cutting it down slightly. There we go. And that'll give us a nice little white border around our paper, and then you can choose whichever side you want. I think I'm going to use that side. The lovely basic simple backgrounds, really easy to use for card making and even for scrapbooking. Scrapbooking doesn't have to be 12 by 12, it can be any size you want it to be. There are no rules except those you make for yourself. So don't be constrained when you craft. Do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do. And this is what I want to do, so I'm doing it. Okay, isn't that pretty? Lovely little border around there. Looks really nice, I think. So I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to work on our focal image now. So I've got some scrap pieces here of basic white cardstock. And I think first let's stamp our sentiment. And as I said, our sentiment is here. It's going to be best wishes. So I'm just going to use my grid paper to try and keep this as straight as possible. I'm going to get a block. Pick that up with my block. Then I'm going to get some Calypso Coral ink. Give this a really good ink up. And I'm not going to stamp it near the edge because I'm going to cut this out as a circle, so I want space for that circle. There we go. So we've got that. So I'm going to give it a little clean up. As you know, I'm a great believer in cleaning up as you go along. Okay, so let's put this back in its home. So we're going to move on to the Hearts of Elegance stamp set. We're going to use that floral image. I'm going to go for a smaller block. I tend to use a block that's not much bigger than the stamp set. I find it just helps. Use up the scrap here. Going to ink this up nicely. And down and hold. There we go. I had 3 last time and it looked fine, so I think we'll go for 3 again. I'm not pressing down very hard, I'm just holding it against the paper for a few seconds, and there you go. You guessed it, we're cleaning up. Okay, so let's put this back in its home here, and get this little leaf stamp out. close that ink pad up, and we're going to move on to Lemon Lime Twist, which is lovely lemony yellow. I'm going to go for, again, a smaller block. If I have, I don't think I do, so it have to be that block. And I'm seeing what leaves I had here. I did both leaves, so I'm going to do both again. There's two types of leaf here. Now I want to try and stamp both of these leaves together, save some time. So I'm just going to move them on my block so there's a little bit of a gap between them. That's the die can get in between. I'm going to stamp 3 sets of these. That should give us plenty. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to cut everything out using the dies. I use these dies, either Spotlight or Nature, to cut out my sentiment, and I'm going to use this die here to cut out my leaves, and I'm going to do all of that, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so let's bring in our card base. I've done all the die cutting here, so let's start off with our sentiment. And I'm just going to get rid of any little bits that are still stuck in here. There's not many of them. Just get rid of a few using my paper piercing tool, pokey tool, all in one. Take your pick tool, whatever you want to call it. Get rid of those bits. And now this is going to be my cluster starter. So decide where this goes. I think there will be fine. I'm just going to put some glue here. That will be fine. And then just going to place that where I want it. I think roughly like, does that look straight? I think like that should be fine. And then I'm going to put together our flowers and our bits. Now I did cut out 2 hearts from this paper, one from the Calypso Coral type paper and one from the bluey one. I'll layer these on top of each other just for some extra interest. Just to give a little pop of colour as well. Whoops, didn't do a very good job there. Okay, and then we can start to put everything down where we want it. So I'm going to start with my flowers. I think I want them curling around the sentiment as I did before, like that. And this here somewhere at the top. And then we're going to tuck our leaves in. So I think I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals. So I'm going to get some dimensionals. I'm just going to put one in the centre so we can easily tuck. We can always add more glue later if we need it. Okay, so let's start at the top here. So somewhere around here, I think. And then curving down. I don't want it to cover up the sentiment, so maybe something like that. And then I'm just going to have this flat, I think, so we can tuck it in. It's the same as I did before, like that. And now we can just arrange our leaves as we so wish. I'm going to put one in here, I know. It feels like there's a little gap there. And then maybe something here as well to balance it. So some more greenery there. That looks good. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, I'll have some there. That's why I didn't put any dimensionals to the end, so we could just tuck. then I think I want something coming out over the top here, just like that. That looks good. And I think I need something there. Yeah. And tuck that right in. There we go. And let's see what else. I think I want some other greenery here, but very, very little of it showing. Just that barest hint. So I'm actually going to just like that, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I need any more, but I think that's going to be enough. I don't know, there's just like something here maybe, but not so much. No. I'm going to cut up my, don't be afraid to cut your embellishments. So I'm going to cut here, just so that I have one leaf, not a whole trio of leaves. And I just want to then take this and just, there, that's it. That's fine. Just so we've got a barest hint of a bit of green there. Okay, so let's get rid of our snips, our glue. And we don't need that, so I keep all of my little bits just in a little tub like this while I'm filming, so I don't lose anything. What do you think? It doesn't look so bad. And let's do some finishing touches while we're about it. I have here the in colour opaque dots, and I'm going to see what colour I want to use. I think I'm going to use this one here, because this matches the best. So let's start down here. And I'm just scattering them, whoops, any old space. I'm not being too careful, well, I'm not thinking too much about it, I should rather say. And one more, I think. I always like it to be an odd number. Okay, there we go. There are two cards, two different colourways. You can tell me which you prefer in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Until next time, enjoy being creative.